There we go. Alrighty, we should be live and set now. Let's see what happens. Sweet. Looks like we are good now. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's go into the YouTube here. Getting a closure above this breaker here. Want to see a sweep of London. So that's kind of what's happening with me right now. Alrighty, we got 43 waiting here. Oops, wrong link. So let's actually get my live streaming link here. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody. How we doing? How are we doing, folks? Just got to get this link here and send it over to everybody. Want to see a sweep of this London high before we see some type of reversal signature form on New York. We're just above this 5-minute breaker. Morning, morning, morning. How we doing? How we doing? Good freaking morning, everybody. Good to see all the familiar faces back here as per usual. I want to see this sweep of this London high here prior to some type of change in state of delivery and a fractal model to form. So going to go here and we're going to go London high, and let's see if we get a sweep of this London high. London high. So that's kind of what I'm watching right now. What's up? What's up, Leah Lawazi, Track, Unknown, Daniel, S. Holmes, morning. Greetings from Turkey. Greetings from the US for ya. Ciao, Yoga. Hey, Yoga Kanalena. Ciao, how's it going? How's it going? I recognize the name from Instagram. Alrighty, greetings from England. We're closing Sisti on the 1 hour. Are you thinking a big dump? I mean, let's look at this, right? Hourly right now, preferably would like to see an hourly sweep of this London high into some type of continuation lower here. This signature, this hourly profile does look like we're getting a continuation signature, but look at this, guys. We are approaching a 1 hour breaker right now. So if we could see rejection off of this on top of the sweep of this London high, this could be a very high interest area of liquidity. Right, so this is something as well that we need to start watching for this trade. Greetings from England, another morning with Leo Quadri. You know the deal, baby. You know the freaking deal. You know the freaking deal, boss. Rodrigo, it's an extended session. It's an extended session, boss man. I like me a good few extended sessions there. We're also in 1 day CB. Yes, we are. What's up, Leo? Good seeing you, boss. Morning, you beautiful people. So good to have all of you on the stream as per usual. What's up, man? Panos, what's up? Greetings from England. Alrighty, so I want to see kind of what happens as we enter this breaker block here. This is an hourly BB, so would be interested to see how we react to the 50% level, or aka the encroachment of this. So let's actually mark this out as our BB, or 1 hour. That way we are aware when we are looking at this as to what exactly we can be anticipating. Save as. I have to save this as my BB. As my breaker, bang, bang. There we go. Morning, Leah. How do I get the gray box at my charts? How do I get the gray box at my charts? What do you mean? Like for sessions or what? I'm confused about what you mean, boss, by the gray boxes. I'm gonna need some more clarification. Alrighty. Again, nice expansion in this 1 hour breaker here. I think he means your session indicator. It's called the Lux Algo Sessions Indicator, and I just have not the breaker, sorry. And I use different settings, inputs. I use different settings, blue, gray, red, or pink, and then I use around 15 to 25% opacity for those. And that's kind of been my bread and butter, to be completely honest with ya. Let it all work out. See, honestly, although shorts would be what I'm looking for with this sweep here, the hourly profile does look relatively bullish, so it's looking like a short trap right now. So I'm gonna have to, I think I want to sit back a little more here and just let this kind of play out just a bit more, just because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. 5 minute, let's see, what would we form here? No sweep on that C2. Does a C3 sweep, London. We'll see how we react to this 1 hour breaker, guys. Just take it super passive right now. Yo, what's up, Rixie? Looks like sessions. I think he means your sessions indicator. Yo, Rixie, what's up? Wale, what's up, Luke? Awesome, thanks. What are you looking for today? Honestly, ideally would like to see a sweep of this 9 a.m. sweep of 9 a.m. sweep of this 8 a.m. high into a change in state of delivery. That's like the ideal, which looks like we're getting right now. We have this 3 minute bullish breaker as well. So if we can see some type of sweep here, that would honestly be really nice. I could give a 1 minute entry signature, but I'm not too big a fan of 1 minute entries, and it's looking like a short trap. But this right here could be a 1 minute SIST entry, right? This could be a 1 minute SIST entry. Actually, no, it can't. No, it cannot. It's not a 15 minute sweep. That's an invalidated 3 minute or 1 minute. So I want to look more for the 5 minute and 3 minute here. Gold shorts looked decent actually, but at the same time, it's a sweep inside the range of this previous bearish candle, so I'm not super interested in that. When I look for these sweeps, I like to see a sweep occur outside. Like I like to see a sweep occur outside of the range, in the external range, not the internal range sweep like we see here. So I'm not super interested in gold either right now. So honestly, I just want to sit and see what happens. Just play it safe, guys. It's really looking like we might get some short traps. So let's see, right? Let's play it a little safer here and sit back in the saddle just a tad and see what happens with this trade setup, right? At the end of the day, guys, it's playing patient and letting these trades play out. That's gonna benefit us the most here, right? So let's just see what happens, my friends. Because we are getting an extension past this 1 hour breaker block on the 5 minute. So much bids for the bulls, man. Yep. Absolutely, Alejandro. Absolutely, boss. Yeah, of course. Getting this really aggressive 1 hour extension here off this breaker. This is a closure above this 5 minute breaker block too, so it's a bearish breaker flipped bullish. See how ES is doing as well here. ES doing the same thing. Retested that encroachment of that breaker and having an expansion higher. So it's looking, NQ showing, ES is showing more relative strength here than NQ. I'm just going to sit back on the saddle, guys. Honestly, let's just play it safe. I'm really enjoying the content lives. It's been helping a lot. Juan, super happy to hear that. How many trades a week do you typically take, bro? Simon, I take about 1 to 2 trades a day. So multiply that by 5. Anywhere from 5 to 10, but we'll say around 7 to 10. Good morning, you stud. What is up? My brother Zinc. Good morning to you, stud. Right back to you, Zinc. How's it going? Yeah, so Simon, I take about I'd say about 7 to 10 trades a week. I'll typically only take 1 a day. Just depends on if I hit my if I hit 2R on the day, I just call it on 1 trade unless a perfect A+ setup forms. There's that rejection off of this breaker here. Ideally, we'd want to see a closure back below this extended session London high, as well as this bullish breaker if we see a closure below. This would be a very aggressive sweep, C4 sweep here, but then I would be interested in looking for shorts back into this low here. So an ideal situation for myself would be this, right? Get some type of closure below this breaker. Stop. at this stop at this London high, or probably just this high here, targeting this low. This would be ideal. This is kind of what I'm watching for. Do you normally have consistent contract sizing? Yeah, I typically very consistent. If it's a 4-day week or high medium impact news, I typically size it a lot lighter. But for most other trades, then I'm gonna be I take good contract. I take about 2 minis. Not concerned with one. Honestly, it's what we're watching for right now. I'm not too sure. That's why I'm like, I kind of want to sit back on the saddle a little bit here and see what happens with this breaker. Alrighty, yeah, so we're just gonna sit back on the saddle here. Honestly, it's looking like this is a short trap, so I kind of don't want to get super interested in this. We're above this hourly EQ. 9 a.m. is above this hourly, so I might even wait just for 10 a.m. Let's see if we have any news at 10 a.m. We've got ISM services PMI in 13 minutes, also high impact. Yeah, so it's looking like I'm just going to take today, mostly safe, guys. Looks to be clear draw. I like to use -1 standard deviations from low to 60. The 5-minute -1 is exactly 28.859. Yeah, Darren, I mean, that was one of the things that this would be an ideal setup, but we are above this hourly EQ. So I am also kind of expecting an expansion higher, but this isn't giving me any entry model right now, so I'm not very interested. 9:45 PMI bullish. Yep, we're retesting, holding the 5-minute 60. News low. Yep. Gold rejecting off of the hourly EQ as well. Honestly, just really want to play it safe today, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, we're just going to sit back, guys. Hey, what's up, Elias? What's up? I'm not concerned. Saw news about a hit. News now. Yeah, 9:45. Yep. We also have this 7 o'clock too. Also have this ISM services PMI in 12 minutes. So news not aggressive at all. News now. Yep. S. Holmes, Darren Rucker. We're retesting, holding the 5-minute 60. Correct. Lately, I cannot trade on my fund futures via TradingView. Does anybody have a solution for it? I do not, but I would definitely ask somebody in the chat. The chat is typically cracked out. I feel like they understand how that stuff works. On my funded futures, is it just, did you select a TradingView option or Tradeovate? That way you could connect it through Tradeovate? Yeah, I'm honestly just going to sit here and wait for 10 a.m. as well, Nate. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. 10 a.m. is going to be my best friend right now. So I'm just going to sit back, see what happens. Let you have 1 to 2 hour. What is your win percent or ideal? I like to shoot for 68 to 74%. 68 to 74% is like my ideal slowed swim. That's kind of the sweet spot for me. It's typically what I've been hitting. Like right now in I have 550K top step expresses, and currently I have 74.42% is what it's looking like. So if you get a kettlebell closure, we're respecting this 1 hour breaker, but we're also not, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of this, guys, honestly. I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing. Not gonna lie, guys, this is not my favorite, but that's okay. Let's just play patient. You know, there's no reason to force a trade right now. I know it's very easy for some of you scalpers in chat to just look at this chart and say, oh, one bullish candle, I want to grab this expansion higher, or we're back above this breaker, let me just grab this continuation. Telling you right now, sitting back and just waiting for the 10 a.m. signature is going to be a lot better for you. There's really no reason to be forcing any trade setup right now. What's the most ideal way to run up a top step XFA? Honestly, I mean, the realistic thing would be to take, follow a model, pass the evaluation slower. For me, I kind of just send high size on a A+ setup. I wait for like a good candle to unicorn sweep, and I typically try and shoot for $1,500. That way I pass, or not 1,500, 3,000, 3,000 to 4,500 a day, and then pass it in about 3 days. And then I trade, then I go back to trading light size 1 to 2 minis until I keep expanding the account, and the scaling rule works in my favor. Yeah, 4 hour does look bullish as hell. That's why I was saying I think this short into this extended London session low is going to be a short trap here, and I think we're going to see market continue higher. Especially, I mean, look, we're above hourly equilibrium. We're expanding higher than the previous candle wicks with a candle body, showing lots of bullish signs on the hourly as well. Would you trade gold C3 now? Honestly, looking at the PA on gold, I'm not very interested. We are below this EQ, so I could trade it down into this candle too low here, but I don't know. I haven't been trading gold recently. I'm not too interested in that. Are you live every day? MTG cars? I am not. I have just a select few days that I'm live. There we go. Aggressive closure below this 1 hour breaker. Let's see how this 5 minute closes here. We've got about 3 minutes for this 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna sit back, see what happens here. See if we get some money brought to us or not. Right? Yeah, I'm just not too big of a fan of the PA today, guys. Seriously. Not too big of a fan. It's looking like a short trap, and I'm kind of caught between this 1 hour breaker, so it's just not giving me confidence to enter in a position. So I'm honestly just going to sit back right now and let this John do its thing, you know? What's the name of your EQ indicator? This is the T-Trades Fractal model. Why don't trade NQ? What do you mean, why don't trade NQ? What do you mean? I'm very much so trying to trade NQ right now. What do you mean by that? What's up, brother? Hey, what's up, Origins? Do you say John? Philly Talk. Facecam stream when? Yeah, you guys gotta hold me accountable for that. I gotta do that. I literally have the face cam. I'm just not turning it on. I've got a face cam staring at me right in the face right now. I just refuse to turn it on OBS, guys. What's up, brother? How are you? Doing good, doing good. How about yourself, Origins? How we doing, boss? 10 a.m. 5-minute long setup would be nice. Yeah, ideally, right? But look at this. I just like this hourly profiles here. These hourly profiles aren't too satisfying. You're hoping for a face cam today also? Shit. It's early as hell, guys. Fucking A. It's the T-Trades Fractal Model Indicator, TTFM Pro. It's a paid indicator. You can use code LEO for 20% off, though. So it just adds up. It's pretty sick. Use code LEO, 20% off. Did you enroll in T-Trades course? Yes? Question mark? Nothing clear right now, in my opinion. Daniel, I'm right there with you, boss. I'm not a fan of any of this BA. We've got about, we have 5 seconds to this 5-minute closure. We're going to be back below this BB. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this PA, like, whatsoever. Brian, struggling in Forex currently. Can you give me some idea? Higher time frame liquidity sweep, hourly or 4-hour. Change the state of delivery on the 5-minute, 3-minute. Enter with a 2-to-1 R. That's the T-Trades Fractal model. Typing my name as a discount code. Hell yeah. Code LEO for 20% off, brother. Yeah, I usually set my stop loss at the body, unless if it's a really tight one, like if we've got like a 15 or 20 point stop, I'll just use the wick. You bearish? I mean, I was, but I think this is a short trap, so I'm not actually as bearish as I was before. I'm just sitting back in the saddle here. I'm just going to wait for 10 a.m., guys. Gonna wait for 10 a.m. We got 4 minutes till 10 a.m. till the new hourly. So ideally, and we also have some news happening in about 4 minutes here. So 3 minutes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Will there be my assistee if there is one? Yeah, there probably would be. Correct. Oh my days, guys. This is some sleepy PA. Just gonna wait for 10 a.m. No reason. Just gonna wait for 10 a.m. That's all. If you guys haven't already, by the way, feel free to like this stream. Helps me out quite a lot, my friends. So we have 198 of us and 27 likes. If you have not already, just smash the like button. Helps me out a lot. Don't like this 4-hour close. Yep, do you trade PM session? Seems like PM is smoother than AM. I trade typically AM. I enjoy AM more, but if I'm looking at AM right now, geez, I might just close the charts and wait for PM at this point. I'm not too big of a fan of this AM session. It's seriously looking like a short trap right now, and we're anticipating an expansion higher. That's my honest take. Well, we're retesting this 1-hour breaker though. 1-hour breaker, we're getting bullish candle body closure above previous wicks as well. It's looking like it wants to expand higher, but it's also like, hey, I want to retrace to this 9 o'clock EQ. We'll see if 10 o'clock decides to retrace to 9 o'clock EQ. And if it retraces to 9 o'clock EQ, we get a rejection off of that. I might trade this EQ expansion back into this 1-hour breaker. I think that's honestly what I might do. Good morning, brother. What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay? Good seeing you, boss. Welcome to the stream, my brother Jay. Yeah, so, can't be perfect every day, guys. If there's a no trade, there's no trade, right? It is just Wednesday today. If we don't take one trade on the week, we had a successful, luckily came back from red day yesterday. So just keep yourself on your toes right now. Do you trade PM session often? If you do Do you get TTFM? I actually do get TTFM A+ setups. I traded shorts yesterday for a beautiful A+ setup with the T-trades, which I'll whip open here real quick. We'll wait for 10 a.m. We got about a minute here. I'll go through the short that I took Tuesday, 1 o'clock. I took these 130 shorts. We had a 12 o'clock high. We swept that 12. I'm gonna give you guys the quick sauce here, okay? Before this 10 o'clock, we saw this is the 12 p.m. high. Okay, this is 12 p.m. high. 1 p.m. opens. 1 p.m. sweeps that 12 p.m. high. This undisrupted 3 candle body down up closure here is your change in state of delivery. So I waited for a candle body confirmation below this change in state of delivery. Okay, because this was an hourly sweep. 1 o'clock sweeps to 12 o'clock high, as I have marked here. Sweep, 3 candle body undisrupted movement is the change in state of delivery. Saw a closure below that change in state of delivery, entered right at the end of that 5-minute candle. Put my stop at the high, at the New York high. Put my TP at this 2R, sold out at a beautiful 2R, and I believe actually one of my contracts sold out a little lower there at about 2.32R. So this is the quick sauce. This was a PM session quick sauce. 1 o'clock sweep of that 12 o'clock high, change in state of delivery. And then also we had a breaker somewhere. We had a breaker down here on the 5 minutes. So it sort of rejected well off that breaker too. So that's the quick sauce, guys. Quick sauce, and now 10 o'clock just opened up, eh? Oh my days, guys. 10 o'clock did just open with that news data. Hey, I mean, holy cow. Well, that's movement, all right. That's movement, all right. That's movement, guys. That's flow. She flowy. That's That is flow with the ocean, guys. Jeez Louise. Cowabunga. Oh my days, guys. Yeah, I do not like this 10 o'clock. Yeah, this is not what I want to be trading, boys and girls and everybody here. This is just horrendous. I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing today. It's all good. It happens, you know. Not every trading day is going to be a perfect trading day. That's the reality, right? Nobody likes this. Not a single. That trends individuals in chat for Pride Month. Good point, Wally. Good point. Great point. Point met. Crazy gap on MNQ. Yep. Ugh, this is not fun, PA. This is just like really not fun, PA. I just don't like this at all. I'm not a fan of this PA at all, brothers. I hate seeing gaps in my chart. Crazy gap. Looks like NQ celebrating Pride Month early. Hate seeing gaps in my chart. Avoiding dumb shit equals win. Exactly. This is avoiding dumb shit. This is exactly avoiding dumb shit. Alright, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is now sweeping this 9 o'clock low here, forming kind of a change in state of delivery here. Right? So we could see this change in state of delivery form. Right? God, this is disgusting. I'm not a fan of this. Let it all work out. Yeah, guys, this PA is not really fun. I'm not a fan of this PA at all, indeed. At all, my brothers. Got 20 seconds till this 10 a.m. closure here. Wow, I'm really not a fan of this price action today, guys. Alrighty, well, I'm not going to trade any of this right now. Even though this is a massive change in state of delivery, I'm just really not interested in trading that, like, at all. Super not interested in trading that at all. EQ of London session, though, this is true. We are respecting EQ of London session, but this just isn't a really fun, PA day for me, guys. Not too big of a fan. Not going to let it get to me emotionally. Just kind of gonna sit back in the saddle, let it do its thing, you know. I agree with this, guys. What part of this is fun? There's not a lot of fun in this price action here, guys. There's not a lot of fun in that PA. It's all good, though, you know? You win. Yeah, let's just wait it out. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing. We're waiting this John out. Look, well, at least now we're going to get that expansion lower I was talking about, remember? You guys might remember at the start of the stream, I was like, we're going to get an expansion lower into these lows here prior to some continuation. And that looks like that's exactly what's happening now, right? So I guess the conviction was right, but no entry signature was given off that breaker. This 1 hour breaker was an interest I was looking at, though. We have news at 10:30 as well. Yep. All right, guys. Super exciting price action. Woohoo. Such fun PA. Exhilarating price action, guys. I don't know. I didn't get any fractal forming at this top here, so I wasn't interested in grabbing shorts. Yeah, I could have grabbed shorts off of a 5-minute breaker closure back below this 1 hour breaker and just entered shorts, put my stop at the high of the breaker, which was my original game plan. I measured it out. I was bringing it up to you guys where if we saw a closure below, my stop was going to be just above the breaker and I was going to target this low here. But, you know, we're now getting that, but I'm far gone from the trade. Nope, it actually happened. It happened, though. Do you enter on the closure? We have news at 10:30. Good morning. What's up, Ziki? 1 minute breaker, but you don't like the 1 minute. Yeah, I don't like trading the 1 minute. Looking for price to tap in daily fair value gap, reverse higher as moved down back to newer PM session, 4 hour FGs. Yep, exactly. So, I mean, hey, the conviction was right. I mean, my bearish conviction was right. but no trade was taken. My conviction was spot on, actually. Wow, if I'd entered when I said to off of the original, we would have not even been stopped out, but that's all right. It's all good. On to the next, right? On to the next. Like, if you were to trade this PA, it's just a terrible decision. You're basically trading blindsided if you trade that PA. Yeah, with the stop above the breaker, correct. I mean, there would have been the 1 minute 60, right? But I don't know. I just wasn't interested in that. I could have taken it. I could have taken it once again, guys. But like, I don't know. I just wasn't really interested in watching. I just didn't like. I didn't like what the PA was doing. We had news at 9:45, then news at 10. It's just there's a lot of invalidation that didn't make me enter the trade. The conviction was spot on. Full TP delivered for me. Awesome, Carol. Cruel. Awesome. Well done. Well done. Move back down into... Yeah, it is the next POI. Correct. Now we're seeing a nice rejection off of the low here. Oh, so annoying. It happens, guys, you know? I'm not going to let it get to me. Sometimes you win some, you lose some, and that's the reality of trading, you know? Can't do much about it, just gotta sit with it and accept it. And just move on to the next, right? That's the reality of trading, guys. Just gotta sit with it and move on to the next. Whatever happens, happens. All right, now we're getting this. How many trades you'd say you'd take on average per week? About 7 to 10 trades. Waiting for clean C2 closures and entering on C3 and ICT will save you a lot of headache, especially in these conditions. True. This is true. SMT at lows of the S. There we go. Yeah, so here was the retrace I wanted. So now I'm expecting expansion higher. This was our short drop into nice. Now we're gonna see an expansion higher. How many wins per week? About 70 to 74% win rate. So I can go. How often does the 1 p.m. sweep happen? It's not always just the 1 p.m. sweep. It really depends. Just PM session in general, Teddy. I don't trade Forex. No, I do not trade Forex. New 3 minute here, expansion on this 3 minute. Got it, yep. Inducement to me, came a few ticks from the 4 hour fair value gap down here, yeah. Could just be a retrace into an expansion lower. We'll see though. Alrighty. And Q and Q and Q. There's an expansion, a little bit on that candle. Imagine reversing now to the upside. Yeah, right. 2 previous hourly candles, we should still be bullish. Correct. 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock sweep. This would be a decently large change in state of delivery right now. So honestly, if we see closure above this hourly high or above this 5 minute, we might actually see an expansion much higher. I mean, we do have SMT at the bottom, so it's looking like we are going to expand here. That original retrace that I wanted is actually happening, which is hilarious. Yeah, we gotta see just sitting back in the saddle here, guys, you know? No entry will be taken until a signature is given. And that's just gonna be how it is today, guys. If not, then I'm just gonna trade PM session and save the capital, right? Save the headache, save the capital, and then that'll be my day, right? That might just be the reality of today. Do you prefer C2 or C3 or C4 candle? Just curious. C2 and C3, C2 and C3 are my favorite candles to trade. C2 and C3. If you haven't already, by the way, like this stream, everybody. It's cool to have all of you in here. Helps me out a lot. Let me freaking know. Be sweet to get a couple likes on the stream here, folks. Looks like we're gonna get an expansion here. I mean, look at this 10 a.m. Look at this 10 a.m. wick here, guys. If we flip bullish, this is looking like it's gonna send. Candle 2 and candle 3 swim. That's what it stands for. Candle 2 and candle 3. You can't run a marathon putting band-aids on your nipples. That is quite the bar. There we go. Now we're getting. So you guys, this isn't really fun, PA, right? We don't really want to trade those. Caught those longs at the London 50. Let's go. Nice sync. Well done. Well done. Kind of wide stop loss to see if it flips. Yeah, this is a very wide stop loss. This would be a super wide stop. Would not be interested in that. 5 minute SIST lines perfect with 8 MEQ. Yep, got those longs. Well done. Land vest race motocross. So we had chest protectors that rubbed them. Air gauges raw. That's terrible. Hourly bearish fractal forming on CL. Doing nothing for the next 42 minutes. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really interested in absolutely anything right now. Above that breaker as well. Yeah, we have this hourly, but it just got invalidated. Hourly CL just got invalidated, and we're above a bullish breaker now. So CL's looking like it's going to have an expansion higher, actually. So I have to pay a tossed up monthly bill. Should I like full port 2 trades and take risk of either being close to pass or just... Arturo, I can't tell you what to do there, boss. I wish I could, but I cannot. Crude oil, Dean. I mean, that's up to you, boss. I honestly can't answer that. I'm super sorry. Can't answer that question. Just I can't give the financial advice on that side. I'm really sorry, sir. It's whatever you think. If you want to pay the rebill, pay the rebill. If you think that you don't want to pay the rebill and you just want to send it, then just send it. You know, I can't tell you what to do, sadly. I wish I could. No longs, Leo. Not good setup. No longs, Rodrigo. No longs. It's looking like a no trade day from your boy today. Or at least during AM. Looks like I'll get a no trade AM. That's what it's looking like. Hi, Graham. Sounds good. Thanks for popping by. Full port on longs, though. Yeah, full port on longs. Yeah, just because of news couldn't invalidate Fractal, and I just wasn't super interested in the setup. I did like the setup off this 1 hour breaker. I mentioned that at the start of the stream, but potentially Rahimali, I'm not sure. I might be live during PM session. Who knows? We'll see. On the setup, oh my god, Marcos. Do you trade with AMP? I do not trade with AMP. No. I have a personal, but I trade mostly fundeds. We should wait for 10:30 news. Yeah. Oh my god, guys, at this point, I mean, this is all for crude. Crude is what's going to take the hit here with this crude oil exchange, but the rest is good. I'm not really excited for anything else. Oh my god, Arturo. All right. Not going to say anything to that one. That's all you, boss. You have to change your account name to Leo Fitness. You are strong. I don't know, dude. I'm not strong. I'd say I'm more aesthetic. I'm not actually strong, though. No, Aaron, I haven't taken any trades today. Not too big of a fan, so I'm just going to sit back here. I'm really not interested in any setups. Just going to play it safe today. You know, that's the main thing. That's seriously just the main thing for me. Can you give me advice? I'm already a profitable trader, but I never let my winners run. Rodrigo, find your draw on liquidities, target 2R on your trades. That's honestly my biggest piece of advice for people that aren't profitable. Find a risk management system. If you know how to trade but you're not profitable, it's because you're letting your losers run longer than your winners, which is hurting you a lot as a trader, like a lot. So I would recommend just sitting back, right, defining a risk management model that works for you, one that's going to make you more comfortable. Limit the amount of trades you're taking, and focus on the quality of setups rather than just pure quality, than just pure quantity. You want quality over quantity with those trades. So whether it means 2 trades a day max, and if they lose, you call it a day, or if it's 3 trades max, defining an entry model and defining a risk management model is what's going to allow you to be a more profitable trader. if you don't do that, you will see yourself consistently struggle with profits. That is a reality of trading. Is 2R enough? 2R is way more than enough. 1.5 is even enough, but I like to shoot for 2R since the fractal typically plays out towards that -2 to -4.5 standard deviation, which is kind of the vibe, we'll say. So yeah, that's why I like to typically target for that. I mean, geez, dude, this is like disgusting PA, guys. What assets do you primarily trade? NASDAQ, ES, and gold, Suman. Today I failed. How did you fail, Apex? How did this happen? How do you deal with day-to-day basis being so goddamn handsome? Damn, Legion. Did you just follow my Instagram or what? Holy shit, dude, I just got glazed. I just got glazed in the chat. How much R per week on average? I'll do anywhere from like 8 to 12 R, but some weeks I'm just doing like 6 R. And then some weeks are losers. But mostly, yeah, I'd say like 8 to 12 R, I think is a good number to put out there. How much R per month? Multiply that by 4. I'll let you do the math. Oh gosh, guys. I mean, like, we clearly see this PA. There's nothing of interest in the setup, right? CL has news soon. It's going to get an expansion higher. Probably had a fractal form as well at this low here. Yeah, bullish fractal. That's a fractal, but we could put a stop. Oh, see, this would have been a good entry. This would have been a great entry. I missed this. Closure below this breaker and this change in state of delivery. Stop below the breaker. Target up, 2R. That would have been a good trade. Oh, looks like we've got the gardeners here. 1 second, guys. I'm going to close the window. Alrighty, now we're back. Much love to everyone. Amazing day with crap PA action. Taking these wins and shutting her down. Stay positive, stay focused, keep refining. Bingo, bingo, bingo. There we go. Run. Run. What's the breaker block indicator? It's the Lux Algo breaker. Gardner trying to get the sauce. Dude, yeah. Did you rather funded or live? Like, you mean my personal? You mean personal or funded or like? I think you mean funded or personal. I prefer funded. Less risk, more capital, right? So I can take a $200 win, and a $200 win is going to be the equivalent of me taking one big trade on my personal. So I'm more of a fan of the funded. You always take the target 2R, Bizrat? I always do. If the setup presents itself, I'm literally always doing that. Michael Mayer's walking around with the chainsaw. You guys are funny. Honestly, at that point, run, says 1010s. Run. This is the slowest closure above this SIST, guys. We're going to flip bullish on this, though. We're going to get a retrace into that 1 hour breaker. I tweaked a couple settings. I can give those settings in a bit, but yeah, I honestly really like it. I think it's very accurate. I mean, look, we rejected off the 1 hour encroachment of it, so hey, in my eyes, I consider that a pretty solid indicator. How many accounts do you copy? 5 top step and 10 apex, baby. Take the short risk in news. I sell and send this puppy. Yeah, there we go. See, we're getting that expansion. Wow, my conviction this morning was super correct. Honestly, I could have just taken an entry on the 3 minute. Yeah, Rixie, I actually do need to do the T-Talks. I was talking with T about that. I'll eventually do the T-Talks here relatively soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. Just got a couple videos. Oh, wait, actually, fun for all of you. I want your opinion. I'm going to film a video today on how to use Equilibrium for trading. Also, for everybody in stream here, set your notifications 10 a.m. PST or 1 p.m. EST. I'm going to have a YouTube video release. It's a 9-minute, 40-second video on an invalidation of the fractal model, as well as a validation that caused me to make back my loss from the day. And it showcases how to utilize the fractal for A+ setups, as well as finding those areas. So I was going to film a video on how to use equilibrium for trading today, as well as also where to set your stops when trading the fractal. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. For a beginner, I mean, honestly, the fractal is relatively easy to understand. Fractal or the candle 2 unicorn one. Candle 2 is more of like a intermediate, but yeah, morning review. Price took buy side, retraced to sell side, FEG form 3-minute unicorn, now expanding higher. Exactly. I mean, my conviction was rejection off this breaker, sweep of the previous high, reject into this low, and we just didn't take that, and that's okay. Yeah, no, that happens. So yeah, so set the noties for 1 o'clock if you guys haven't already. You copy trade all your accounts? Yep, on Replicanto, Sophie. Yes, that sounds great. She also said you can make a model only with EQ. Yeah, you can actually make, it's insane. EQ is really overlooked quite often. Like, EQ is really, really, really good. I'm a big EQ user. You guys have seen it on my streams. I use EQ quite often, actually. Working your way into the lens, eh? Nah, I got the lab, baby. Are you gonna take a trade, bro? Bro, Tommy. Sometimes I'm not gonna take a trade. So be it. What's the deal, dog? What's the problem, boss? Blame the gardeners. Could you tell me more about your mentorship? Bartosz, I do 5 one-on-one mentees per month. It's like one-on-one sessions, reviews, trade recaps, defining a model, risk management model. It's very intensive, so it's kind of like a full overview of, I take you from the beginning of ICT to defining, fractal or candle to unicorn, teach you how to properly risk manage, and then get you on your way to some profitable trading. That's like the quick elevator pitch. But if you want more details, just reach out to me. I can give you some more. Did you use besides fractal? I just use fractal and candle to unicorn, so only 2. EQ is actually insane, especially when paired with previous day EQ and London EQ and previous hour EQ. Oh yeah, Origins EQ's absolutely bonkers. I think it's one of the best layers of confluence you can use. It's in 1 month cycles, Sophie. It's 3 calls a week, 1 month. Where would your stop go if you took this SIST? Honestly, I would put my stop at this previous hourly EQ. If I entered this long, like above here, I'd put my stop at this EQ, and then I'd target a 2R. I wouldn't put it so low because this is like 100. This would be like a 100-point stop. Yeah, this would be a 108-point stop. So I would use EQ to kind of cut that in half. And this still yields good profit if we retrace all the way to EQ. And sometimes I'll put it a couple points, like 2-3 points below EQ. That's where I'd put my stop, to be completely honest. If you have a losing trade day, do you size down the next trade? I typically don't size down. Like if it's an A+ setup that forms, then I will. If not, then damn, dude, you can hear the gardeners. If I have a losing trade, I don't size down on the next trade. Most of the time, I just stay in the trade. I'll stay the same size, but I'll only take an A+ trade. There's no reason for me to change size unless like price action is really bad. There's a 4-day week. Historically, there's some news data that causes PA to be worse. Yeah. Yes, sir. EQ makes it easier if a trade is invalidated or if it is good. Exactly. $765. Leo gonna create monsters in the market. Panda, send me a message. Just DM me on Twitter. I'll send all the details. Leo the womanizer. What's up, Darian? Dude, my biggest glazer's here, guys. My biggest glazer's here. Guys, also, Juno is helping me cook up the options PDF right now. And holy shit, you guys are up for a treat. You guys are up for a treat. He stole my last girlfriend. Oh my god. 3 minutes, Sisty. That's a closure. That's a closure above Sisty, guys. Alright, so original Fractal. This is going to be a slow grinder of a day, though. Guaranteed. Guaranteed slow grinder, right? In an original fractal model entry, this would be the type of fractal, this would be the type of entry I would want to take. EQ is my stop, targeting 112 point target. And that would be the gist. 2K subs less than 3 months. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to, dude, that'd be sweet to hit 2K. How many are we at? Do we hit 1,800 yet? Oh, guys. We're 5 subs off of 1,800. We are 5 subs off of 1,800. Honestly, it would mean so much if we had 5 people. We have 200 of you. I'm sure there's 5 that haven't hit the subscribe button yet. Unless all of you are, then that's insane. Awesome. Love you guys. Thank you. But, oh my God, that'd be sick if we hit 1,800 on this stream. That will be 200 off of 2K. As the PDF option also applicable for future, there will be some portions that are. And I'm also planning on doing a T-Talks talking about how to utilize the fractal model for options trading. So, guys, we've got some exciting stuff. We've got some exciting stuff planned. I'm going to be so honest with you guys. It's looking fun here. Longs full ported, probably stop loss, new funded next week. Wish me luck. You hit 1.8? Dang, really? No way. Did 5 people really just sub like that? Holy shit, you guys are awesome. Oh my god. Thanks for 1,800. Wow. Was not expecting that. Looks like we did have 5 or 6 people. Sweet. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Well, there we go. Wow, 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 wow. My boy now, Facecam. Let's go, Facecam at 2K. Yeah, I'll do a Facecam stream at 2K. That's a deal. I'll do a Facecam stream at 2K. That's a deal. Facecam stream at 2K. 2K and you shave your head? Nah, dude. I need like 10K for that. I can't be shaving my head, dude. That's gonna nerf me too much. Are you in this trade? I actually did take a position in this trade. I alerted it in the lab. I'm light sized. I don't like the price action today. Not a fan of the PA today. Bum, ba-da-dum-dum. Layer, are you a looks maxer? Oh god. I'll let Darian respond to that one. My biggest glazer in the chat. Darian, am I a looks maxer? You got the aura with the hair. Yeah, I'm not shaving my head. Sorry guys. Don't care if I hit 10K. I'm not shaving my head. Sorry boys. Call me a disappointment, but I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got the huzz at home, dude. I can't be doing it. 2K and you leave my girlfriend alone. Give me your YT at 5K. Jeez, this trade gonna be very slow. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of what I'm seeing. Yeah, I might honestly just cut this at BE. I'm going to let this retrace back to my entry, and I'm going to cut this at break even. I do not like any PA right now. I do not like this PA, boys and girls and people. What is a green and yellow emoji? What do you mean, what is a green and yellow emoji? This one? I'm confused about what you mean. Is that yeah, it is. It is. I apologize, guys. I took light size, but I think I'm just going to cut this at break even once we retrace back to 60. I just am not a fan at all. This hourly profile too looks disgusting. I don't know why. I should have not. You know? So I'm not super interested in that. Yeah, guys, not super interested here. Looks like your boy is gonna cut a break even and just call it a day on the AM session, right? That's gonna be the reality of today. Just gotta be okay with the fact of not taking a trade and sit back and relax the rest of the AM session. You know? Yeah, down close is not looking too good on this 60 here. It's not looking too good, that's for sure. But all good. Down close is not looking good. Yeah, it's all good. Just want to play. Just gonna cut this position at break even here and call it a day. Different from evals to live accounts. Nope, risk management stays the exact same. I don't change the risk management based on the type of account I'm trading. It's the exact same. Because I trade the same size on my personal as I do with this. So I'm not very interested. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, look at this, guys. Not interested. That's an invalidation. I'm just gonna hop out. I'm out. Take a small loss in the day. Not a fan. Alrighty, well, honestly, guys, I'm just going to let AM play out then and just call it a day, right? I think there's no reason for me to be trading anything like this. This PA is pretty bagged. Oh, all good. Oh, you said you're in a winner? No, it's all good. I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to call it end of stream day. Probably will trade PM. I'm at a small loss. Literally, I have a $200 loss on all the evals, so something we can bring back, but also not going to force it. Might just be one of those days where I accept a red day and take it on to tomorrow, right? No reason for me to be forcing anything else, guys. I trade gold as well, EJ. But yeah, honestly, we'll just take this. We'll take the small loss for today. We're down 199.20 on the day, so can't complain. It's nothing super crazy. Price action was not super clear this morning. And so yeah, don't want to force anything else. Just going to let the rest kind of sit and this future trade setup play out. But other than that, guys, thanks for tuning into the stream once again. If you guys haven't already, as per usual, going to put in the classic description. If you guys are interested or have any questions, reach out to me on Twitter. I'll mark my Twitter here. If you guys have any questions about mentorships or also just general investment questions, I'm typically very active on my Twitter, so feel free to hit up the Twitter there. And then other than that, guys, check out the description if you're interested in any other alerts. We have a video releasing at 1 p.m. EST or 10 a.m. PST. 1 p.m. EST or 10 a.m. PST. So stay tuned for that. That should be a fun thing for us. But other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the very next stream. Thanks again to all of you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next stream. So my trade PM, financial professional Leo. Catch you all in the next one. Gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of my morning. Alrighty, everybody, have a good one. Check out the Twitter if you haven't already. Like and sub if you haven't as well. And I will catch you all on the very next stream. Notice for that 1 o'clock video. And yeah, you all have a good rest of your days. Bye now.